Okie dokie. Ulm is out. Oh. Yep, he's out. We saw his last stand. So what's he gonna do now? What would the AI do? Probably attack me. Let's see. Oh, I hope you got something out of that. Alright. That sounds awesome. That one produces a bunch of food, I think. Alright, water and wind. Very good. Ah, well. We search and search and search, and sometimes we even find things. Alright, what do we got going on here? No blood today. Well, I suppose that happens some days. Oh. Okay. Lost. No big surprise there. The Basalt Kings are nasty. Even one Basalt King is, I mean, the Axe Warriors hit pretty hard. But these guys are crazy. Alright, I come into the Towers of Helmet. What is all this? Oh no! I lost 2 of my assassins taking it. So, 2 of my equipped assassins already down before it's even begun. But I positioned things not for this fight, but for the fight that comes after it. So, we lost some stuff. Ooh, the cavemen. Ow, those guys are heavy hitters. Alright, anyway, we successfully took it. Then he attacks. 4! He committed 4 of them! We only killed 1, though. And it's gonna be... Oh, it's gonna hurt. Ooh. See, if the birds were still there, they could have distracted them a little. So, I've lost... all but 1. I've lost all but 1 of my assassins. And we only killed 1 of his Basalt Kings, but let's see how it happens. Okay, so he's buffing. We're buffing. Fish-type Pokemon. Alright. I hope we do a bunch of damage. Let's see this battle. Oh my gosh, they've got their protection up to 32. These things are so badass. Oh my gosh. But even hasted, they're only going to be making a couple of attacks a turn. Now, unfortunately, these guys are in the front, which is unfortunate, so we're going to see them die quick. But... yeah, because you really want them amidst a giant swarm. So it looks like we set one of them on fire. No, he's got a fire shield up. Oh. Oh, another one falls. This one's not gonna... Why do you have a dagger? Where's your weapon, soldier? I don't even know how that one happened. They should be wielding weapons. Oh, well. Vine Man? Oh, right. One of you summons 3 Vine Men. Alright, they're surrounded. How in the world do you get away from this? These guys are insanely strong. Absurdly high level. These guys are all up at the limits of their fatigue. This shouldn't be too hard. You can't fight well at 97 fatigue. Oh shit, profuse bleeding. There's a crossbow in there somewhere. Oh, why are they running away? It's just a little fear. They're casting really dumb shit instead of contributing to the fight. Man, look at this. 4 stars plus the lightning reflexes. This one, they're accumulating damage. He is paying for this. Where are they going? How are they running away? Do they have a spell that lets them run away? Do they? Is that a thing? Because this guy's gonna bleed out. He's at 135 fatigue. They fatigued me. But now come these things. I don't know how the corrosive bites will do, but I've been wondering. Both of those are over 100 fatigue. So... okay, he's coming in. He can hit for a 46. So if he can get a good whack in, yeah, the protection will take most of it off, but... I think these guys are actually hurting them. The corrosive bites, Oh, I saw it. I saw that one run. Man, they're fast. So it was a messy fight. The frost was very bad. I need to get a protection from cold in. Anyway, we caused a bunch of afflictions. Shame we lost so many of these guys up front. If I can add a cold resist, we'll fight way better. I need to look into that. So, they successfully killed... I don't know, they killed some of my guys. As long as we saved all the items, we'll get more assassins over time. But we handed him a defeat. Shit, now that hurts. That hurts a lot. And then there's a question of... well, we'll look into it in a second. Let me see. We took out the final... we now control the entire underground completely. This is my research station. How could you? Alright, 16 manticores. That's a bit of a problem. Alright, well, what can you do? Alright, whatever. Dominion change. Okay. Hyperion was wounded. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Caught a scout. Caught a scout. We have started to destroy this tower walls. Yeah, okay. Alright. Oh, yeah, okay, probably. That's because this army is coming upstairs now. Where hopefully there's not going to be enough food, but we'll break the fortress down quickly. Look at all this equipment we've ended up with on the wrong people. Mages in heavy armor. Great. I hope we collected all of it. I hope we didn't lose anything. Alright, well... so 16... hey, 70 units? Wait a minute. Okay, looks like he broke this. Broke siege there. So, you have 9 units. He lost 1. I guess all the rest of his guys got safely away. I mean... 1, 2, 3 options that should be a 1 in 4 chance of getting away clean, but I'm just gonna assume the worst, that they all got away. Regardless, Well, he did not take Ulm this turn. Ulm is still open. Well, I could break this. Or I could take this. Supplies are going to be an issue. I think I'll just deal with it. I want that. I'm going to take it. Now, you are sieging my fortress. And the walls are almost broken. That would be very bad. I have a lot of researchers here. Yes, I would not like that. And this fortification is doing just fine. Said I damaged it, but I can't tell that I did. Anyway, my main army is stepping up there. We're going to add 250 units. Oh, hey, I can recover some of the ones who ran away. Let's do that. Well, one of this and one of that. Sure, why not? Okay, you guys are going to head up there. We can distribute some of the equipment to you all. Alright, over here, we are producing lots of these. So I think what my plan should be is to load up each of these guys with 40 of them, and then we should move one under each of these. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots. Each should get a pole mark with 40 terracotta soldiers, and that'll be the core of the defense. I'm gonna need another one of these. Did you roll the same thing that this guy rolled? Well, what can you do? Pick up a hammer. You have work to do. I'm gonna have to take a hammer from someone. Oh, here it is. No, I got it. Alright. Meanwhile, over here, no, over here, yes. Where is the, yes! Okay, we now have 2 capable of producing stuff. Oh! You know what, I'm gonna have you forge, another one. Yeah, because I can't use the hammer and the stick at the same time. But that's okay. No, it's not. That's not very okay, because I'm going to be using them to make skulls. And I can't use the hammer at the same time. That hurts. Well, if that's the price you have to pay... Alright. Now, we have some undead leadership. Let's see. I feel like there was one that let me make a whole bunch of undead, but I had to have corpses. This uses long dead, so it won't matter. Anyway, patrolling. You're gonna receive a big old pile of undead. Alright. I'm gonna need... We're gonna not get as many assassins as we could. But we'll at least put one there. Ugh, there's so much I need to do. I'm tempted to just put my defenses up to 20 everywhere. Okay, here's an important spot. Ha ha ha! Excellent, excellent. Repeat that forever. Forever! We're gonna get those around. Okay. Temples. We need temples up here. Immediately. We need a bunch of them. So, let's start doing that. We need to get our really good scales all up in here. Okay. I also need to patrol down a lot of unrest. That might be something you start doing. Okay. Alright, what about this lot? Actually, yeah, what about this lot? These guys are pretty experienced, pretty awesome. I think what's gonna happen is I'm gonna take 2 of you and I'm gonna reallocate you. Okay, we'll give them to you. Sure. Okay, these 2 I'm going to reallocate to over here. Please don't. Oh! Okay, no, this goes through. Yeah, don't walk through here unless you have to, sillies. Silly giants. But no, we'll go through, we're going to put them here where they can make a whole bunch of units as well. And then, yeah, one of them will probably get redistributed. I actually don't need another pole mark necessarily. They can make terracotta soldiers, sure. But I really wish I had something that could make claymen. I have all these water gems and I don't know what to do with them. I'll make this guy. Okay? And then I'll think about... We just hit enchantment 5. I can make the Watcher, and I can cast Trade Winds. If only I can get my wind up high enough. I don't know what Enliven Gargoyles is like yet, but a flying unit could be a fantastic thing to add. This would be a great way to use water gems, but I don't have good fortune and luck, or fortune and magic. I could use it up here, but I wouldn't get that nifty discount now, would I? And yeah, we're a drain, not fortune here. Still. Alright, next thing to think about. You! Drop those off. Pick up this fork. I think in battle you should, okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hire some bodyguards for you. Okay? I should have had them already, but I didn't. In the meantime, just in case you end up in a sticky situation, I will give you... The problem is you just don't have health? Commoners would kill you. I don't like that. You're too important a piece. You're too valuable to go get yourself killed by nothing. So instead, I'm going to have you just forge another one of these. It's a good use for your turn. I'll get you some bodyguards. And what I should probably do is get you handfuls of acorns. That's probably the surest way to give you the bodyguards you need. You guys will arrive in a second. I need a way to get to Air 4. I might end up pouring a lot of gems through alchemy. I might end up pouring a lot of gems through alchemy. Holy crap. It could be very expensive. Alright, you empower Earth. Okay, that's very important. I can then put the Earth boots on you. Now with that, you will successfully reach Earth. Let me see. Where is it? How much do I need? So now he can do Enliven Gargoyles. But I need to get him up to 5. So. Isn't that supposed to... Oh no, I made the wrong boots. That's why. Ha! Oops. I wonder who's getting those. Okay, I'll make the correct boots. That'll bring him up to 5. That's important. As for you lot, I think you're just going to do the terracotta army thing. That's fine. Do that. That should result in, you know, another guy getting a load of terracotta soldiers. Yeah. Let's see. Very good. Okay. Yeah, fill him up. We'll fill a couple more up. We'll get terracotta armies under everything. I'll need to put them under these as well. But yeah, one of these guys under each should work fairly well. Why do you have this? Somebody else is going to need that. I keep telling you to empower your Earth. Stop forgetting. Oops, shit. I don't think he wants to. Alright. Yeah. So, I'm not sure exactly... I'm currently capable of a decent amount of... No, I'm not. Where was it? Here we are. If I go to Alt 5, I'll be able to handle his cold. That's what I'll need. It's up in Alt 5. Alternately, I could try to craft equipment for it. This army is pretty beat, but the reinforcements coming should be plenty. Should be plenty to get it back how it should be. I can toss a couple of things at this guy and tell him he should be attacking. I should probably do that. I got a coral blade. Did I get the shield one of his guys had? I think that ceased to exist. We lost some items in this, but it's okay. Yeah. So then... You've actually chased him off of both of these. Good work. Now he's got to decide. I could make a jump for one of them, and I'm very sorely tempted to. I really do want turtle blades. But, I don't know. Honestly, I have so many things I want to accomplish right now. I want to put blood on one of these so that they can eventually... Specifically, I want the nature blood combination because that would get me some interesting options. This isn't terrible if you want to just put a bunch of stuff down to patrol. This, though, this is pretty nice. I would love to have that. And the nature blood keeps going with more stuff. It seems like a good combination. I'm also pretty sure I want to go for Gift of Health. I think that's the big spell. Riches from Beneath is, of course, critical, and then after that, the other one. Riches from Beneath is like my highest priority right now. But it might be good for me to pick up Alt 5. Just having cold-resistant warriors in my pocket. Just having that in my pocket is probably what I should do. But I definitely want to get to Construction 7. I want to get a lot of things. Alright. Next up, let's see. So, I have you making one more skull staff. Do we need more Zots? We always need more Zots. But no, we don't need more Zots. But we might. Alright, we'll go back to this. Okay. We have tons of researchers moving to where they can do their part. And speaking of which... Hi, guys! I'm gonna put a feather in your cap and yours. I need more feathers, but... I gotta figure out what we're gonna do about this wind issue. I really need to figure this wind issue out. I need to get to wind 4. I'm gonna need to bring someone to wind 3, at least. If I can borrow a helmet. That means I'm gonna need 45. That's gonna cost me 45 wind. I'm also gonna need to bring a fire mage up as well. I need fire 4 if I am to craft the fire helmet. One of these guys will do for that. I can accept this. Alright. That will let me craft the fire helmet, which will let me reach fire 4, which will allow me to cast not the Eternal Pyre. Wall of Fire could be useful. I could put that on a fortress. Fire 4 doesn't actually get me what I need. I could get to it, but getting to Fire 6 is a lot. I mean, 20 a turn? How long would this take to pay for itself? If I had to empower someone twice, it'd be a bit. I don't know. I'll definitely make the fire helmet, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure I should invest into Fire 6. Much as I'd like it, unless I can find another fire booster, I'll wait. We'll see what Construction 7 has to offer. There's got to be another fire booster in there somewhere. Anyway, we'll make that. The air booster's a big question. I need to make a pile of feathers, but, but yeah. Alright, what are we doing with our money this turn? That's a real question to ask. I need a few temples just to get my stuff spreading into here better. I know I need some labs and other things. We're going to be a little bit late on this. I want more forts. I want more fort upgrades. But I am actually kind of serious about pushing a bunch of these provinces up to 20 PD. That will chase off a lot of spies and scouts and things. I'll think about my money a bit. I'll think about it. I'm honestly a little iffy about this lab right here. I don't think it's a good idea just now. I could have 2 forts. I could have more than a dozen provinces at 20 PD to catch scouts that wander around down here. I could hire a bunch of troops, which is something I probably should do. Putting up my PD up here isn't a bad idea either. I have to think about this. I'll have to think about this. Man, we took a beating here. We're taking a beating for it, but it's worth it. I need to bargain with other players and see how much I can do to buy air gems. If I'm going to empower someone, I'm going to need a lot of air. I've got just a few turns. I'm going to have to stop spending earth gems on anything so that I can get what I need from that, which is the riches from beneath. I think that's the most important spell. Alright, we forged the wrong boots! Earth boots, that's what we need. Unfortunately, you're not capable of forging them. I need, like, 2 gems. 3. Okay. So, there you go. Earth boots this time. Amazing I'm getting so many astral pearls, honestly. One of the things we might want to do is we might want to just start site searching up here. It wouldn't be terrible to empower somebody with astral to help find things. I wouldn't mind having one of my dedicated site searchers searching for astral as well. That would be quite nice, in fact. It's gonna get a little more difficult to site search when we start getting this mess up here. As long as it was 2, we were just like walking along, like, yeah. Anyway, Oh, very important. Yes, you cured yourself, finally. That means it can go someplace else. Okay, great. In that case, what I need is... Let's see, you've got 13 health. You'll be okay. You're at 14. You're still okay. Who else is close to dying? I know we've got a bunch of diseased troops, but... I could save this guy. Yeah, he could be salvaged. Alright. Researchers first. Let's start with the high-valued one over here. Then we'll get the other one. And then we should actually... we're going to have the nuns going around soon. So that'll be huge. When I get enough nuns out, I might even sell this off. I don't know. Oh, I want to make more feathers pretty badly, but the lack of air is such a problem right now. I'm going to spend a while considering my magic items. I already have a pile of equipment. The fact that I can't... If only I could put them at death too without holding something in their hands so that they could use the hammer. Oh well. We'll have one that uses a hammer, and we'll have a couple just making them straight out. There's no real way around it, so I might as well just get started. In fact... This is just your life now? We'll have 3 of them working on those for as long as we're able to keep 3 of them going. We'll try to be easy on the death gems aside from that. Pick up your fork. Look at that. You're equivalent to a Blood 3 searcher now. I expect great things from you. I expect you to really do a good job. I'm gonna get you some acorns or something to make you safe. I'm gonna do that. That is something, right now. Forge. And then they could lead the giants because they'd be big enough. Spider amulet. Oh. The nature items are interesting. The nature items are very interesting. Yeah, nature magic's important. Nature magic is definitely important to us. In fact, we might just start forging homunculuses. Orla or Barding? Now this is interesting. You could give this to some random units and just let them entangle the enemy. Ice Pebble Staff. Thistle Mace. What was I even doing again? I went to Hugh to forge something that seemed important at the time. Oh yes, handfuls of acorns. Yeah, that should be fine. If I forge 2 of those, that should keep the Zot safe from commoners. That's plenty. I need to make some thistle maces. And, I'm gonna need to make more nature mages. I have a site. If I put a, lab there, I can start hiring more nature ones. So yeah, you're unable to forge anything, so you might as well just keep site searching for nature. It's fine. But you... I'm gonna have you forge some more thistle maces. Unfortunately, that takes up the slot, so you can't use a hammer. But if I could make some homunculuses, that would be awesome. Homunculuses and skull mentors. Awesome. That's what we need. Let's see. Go downstairs, go downstairs. Yeah, there's just several things I need to discuss. I want to keep making feathers, but I really need those air boosters because I really would like to produce the Watcher. I want this to be standard in every fort, and I want this on all my coasts. 25% boost. As long as it doesn't get taken by Atlantis. I would hit these 3 first. And then I'd want to hit this one. It's not much, but I mean, 25%. 25, 50. We could call it 100 gold a turn. As a one-time expenditure of air gems. If I can cast it from here, then it's even cheaper. I think it's worth doing. As long as I can keep my shores safe. I'm going to put a fort here anyway. I'll probably put a fort on Green Harbor as well at some point. Yeah, I think I'm just going to push. No, wait, here you are. No, not research. I meant site search. That's what you all are good for. You fly around and you find things for me. You haven't been finding a lot of things, but you're trying. You're trying. And anything you find is good. Oh, yeah. Didn't I? Yes, dark knowledge. Where did you shoot the dark knowledge at? Here? Okay, you found nothing. Well, okay. You know, we tried. And what are you gonna do? When you've got nothing better to do for a turn? Good question. You could make this wonderful helmet. No, you can't. I'll throw Dark Knowledge at... Oh, why don't you throw it at your own? I'm probably just wasting gems, but it'd be really great if I did find a death site. It's just gambling. Rolling them dice. So, yeah. It's going to take me a while to figure out what I'm going to forge and do, as there's a lot to consider. Wish I had a good Clayman producer, but okay. We're gonna take these. I'm gonna use the spring one. I'm not gonna use this one, though it does produce some nice pearls. Yeah. All right. So I need to discuss with other players. I need air gems! So many air gems. Okay, I've thought about it a bunch. So, there should be no way they can breach my walls and attack my thing on the same turn. As far as I know. But I've been wrong. There have been weird abilities and mechanics and things I didn't know about in the game all over the place, so just in case, it costs me nothing to prepare. So I did. Everyone here everyone here is set to just summon 2 elementals. That's probably good enough, right? I mean, that's a lot of elementals. We've got a couple more competent casters who are doing their own thing, but for the most part, it would just be a whole bunch of elementals and, you know, the fortress's defenders throwing frisbees at you. Big bronze frisbees. I think that's good enough. I think that's good enough. I don't know. I'm not really sure. But it probably won't come up. Probably. I'm pretty sure they can't attack me this turn. So, he's gonna come this way. Yeah. So, Muspelheim wants to get his pound of flesh from this war. So, he's gonna come marching this way to, take stuff. So, I offered him this fortress to keep. Yeah. I'm keeping this seat warm for him. So, haven't heard anything from Atlantis yet, but all of a sudden he's having trouble. Maybe I can get the Turtle Glades after all? I really would like to have a fort right here. It would actually make my lands feel a lot more secure. So, I would like this. I could jump everything on Ulm, including throwing some birds at it, and then I could have a substantial army arrive next turn. I don't know. I don't know about it. I'm not sure exactly where his army is. I'd love to have both of these forts and have a secure border. But, you know. I don't know. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do here yet. But I have decided what I'm going to do with my money, and after quite a bit of just not being sure, I've decided several things. First, though, I'm going to build a couple palisades. Then we're going to talk a little bit about where we're going. So, what I've got here arrayed before you is a lot of water gems I don't know what to do with. But other than that, I've shifted the order that I'm researching again. I need to work Conjuration 5 into there because this thing... No, not this thing. This thing comes with Nature 3. I can use Nature 1 to summon a Nature 3. Then, I looked through, like, everything, desperately trying to find something that could let me climb the nature a little bit, and this seems to be it. So, summon one of these. I'll have to empower somebody 2 times in water. Remember how I said I have a ton of water gems I don't know what to do with? Well, that will give me a Nature 3. The Nature 3 can then equip a Thistle Mace. That's Nature 4. Then I would need... I don't know if I could trade somebody for Thorn Armor or something. And then I'd need to empower 1 time. But I'd be there. Tree Lords and Health. Sounds pretty good, don't it? I still wouldn't mind Earthblood Deepwell, and I finally got the stats on the Marble Lions. Thanks to, well, the Ulm player, actually. I asked him. He seems to be the most knowledgeable person about this game. Holy crap. Because I could not find this information anywhere in the Mod Inspector or just anywhere. And I couldn't easily test it because I'd have to start a game, research up to here, cast it, and then convince an enemy to besiege my fortress, and... Anyway. They're okay. They're not great. They're okay. Weirdly, they have no resistance to cold or fire, and you wouldn't imagine a rock would be as vulnerable to cold as flesh, but what can you do? So basically it's like adding 11 PD just to defend the castle. Well, 11 lions. Anyway, their stats are okay. They're okay. I don't know if they're worth 30 gems, but the order scale is nice. And on top of that order scale, I can use the discount from here. So this one gets 9 gems off of its price, which seems pretty good. Unfortunately, I can't move them, and I can't cast it from a distance. So I can't get that discount on anyone else, and it's kind of, I don't know. I will cast it at least 1 time. But I probably won't cast it on all of my forts, unless I just find I am swimming in earth gems, which probably isn't going to happen. So you might be wondering why Construction 6 is separated from 7. Well, as much as I do want to see all the stuff in Construction 7, we have a couple of things here. I've been eyeing this brass bull forever. I'd love to have some of these. They're good at trampling and stuff. They're very resilient, but they can't heal ever. I don't know. I want to give them a try. I'd love to have them as a component in my defenses. However, I've always been wondering about Forge of the Ancients, and I've been convinced now. I've been convinced that this is a fantastic deal. It'll take a while before it saves 80 gems worth the stuff. I'd have to forge a lot of things for the discount to pay for itself. However, what if I did just forge a lot of things? The Mastersmith 1 is not bad either, actually. That actually could matter. But Yeah. With a whole lot of equipment on, a bunch of guys would be able to punch well above their weight class sitting in all these forts. And that could be the best way to become prickly. Something else the Ulm player pointed out to me that I didn't know about. I'm never sure if I'm supposed to use people's names or not. I'm never sure if it's like, is that okay? Should I not? Anyway. Oof. Oof. Ooh. Don't want that. But, where was it? No, I think it was alteration. Oh, man, it's all the way up in 7. Still, this... Put a bunch of fatigue stuff on my guys. My pole marks. With a good set of gear, and then they cast this spell on themselves. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, that could be pretty awesome. That would be epic. I never really looked at... I haven't looked at a lot of the high-level spells, because they've always been beyond my reach in the games I played. But now, here we are, with 500 research speed and climbing, and I need it to be a lot better. Yeah, I think Forge of the Ancients is definitely something we want. I have been convinced. But I still want to try for that absurd nature spell. Gift of Health just sounds amazing, doesn't it? Could you imagine all of my giants having twice as many hit points? The afflictions all going away? Ah, it would be so nice, wouldn't it? We have so many afflictions all over the place that could just vanish. Also, let me say, I don't know what the other late-game magic looks like, but nature terrifies me. Late-game Pangea is unholy, man. Like, they got some crazy stuff going down. But you know Pangea loves their forests? Every forest is a temple. And they attack people. Okay, well, that's not so bad. Oh, all your animals are mine is also kind of wrong, but that's not what I'm looking for. Everything's a forest now. Every tile is a forest tile, and you have all the money. Whoa. Also, this is insane. But yeah, no. Like, all your tiles are forests. An enemy tries to attack, the forests attack them, and they're all temples. And it gets worse. Awaken Forest! How are you gonna fight them now? All the trees get up and attack you. You fight them with things like Time Stop. That's what you do. But, you know, other than that, holy crap, late game nature. Like, I haven't looked at most of the late game spells, but that trio right there, oh. Okay, anyway, we've spent our money. We're building a couple more forts. The only place I still need a fort, I still need a fort down here. I've needed one in this province forever. And then we'll basically have a fort under every single province, except for my capital. But I mean, you know... I mean, you could argue a fort under my capital would be a good idea to help prevent invaders, but this fort is pulling resources from here. No, I have no money. Anyway, I was gonna show, but it's fine. Yeah. I'd kind of rather put a couple more forts in other places. So places we can put forts. This is a prime candidate for a fort. Holy crap, this place makes all the money. Definitely wouldn't mind having one there. This would be a great place for a fort. We'll get rid of that unrest somewhere along the line. Basically, any place with a population that's high enough should get a fort. If I'm able to put one there. We had a bunch of tiles over here. Yeah, this one. Yeah, we want to put in a whole bunch of more fortresses in the future. We want to put in a whole lot of temples. And we're probably going to start recruiting hoplites again. And just have a whole bunch of nice, heavily armed hoplites. These guys over here. These guys are great. At some point, we're going to start hiring these guys in large numbers. Probably after I hit off this spell here. When I kick off Riches from Beneath. Anyway, I delayed the empowering of my two guys for a round because I wanted to give all those gems just in case. Because delaying the empowering by a turn isn't going to hurt me, and I can take all the gems back if they don't come into play, so it costs me really nothing. As for the golden hoplons, no, I don't know if that's the best thing I could do with my gems, but it's fire gems. And I get a discount. I actually kind of want to construct a bunch of these. And I probably will soon. These seem fantastic. They'll also protect me from the cold auras. So yeah, I'm probably going to make this my default. Just the uniform all my soldiers wear. And then we'll consider what we want to arm them with. What exactly we want them using. Probably something that just costs little and does an effective job. We've got some great options lined up here. So we'll probably just make a bunch of stuff. Once I get the Forge of the Ancients, we'll probably go crazy. Forge a crap ton of hammers and then just bang out a crap ton of stuff. Because even an Earth 1 guy suddenly forges as if he's Earth 2. Oh man, it would make it so much easier to forge some of these things. Also, oh my gosh. I was wrong about one spell. Horrifically wrong, and I'm glad I didn't start casting. Where is it? Trade Winds is the worst spell. To the point I can't believe it's even a spell. I thought, I spend 10 air gems, coastal province income 25%, the spell, the enchantment will dissipate if the province is lost. I even glanced at it a second time to make sure it said that. I'm like, okay, yes. So 10 gems, you make about an extra 25 gold a turn. Over a couple of years, it would pay for itself. Like, I don't know how much an air gem is worth, but it's probably, an air gem's probably worth 50 gold. Maybe. Okay, I really don't know how much an air gem is worth, but over a couple of years, it would pay for itself. You know, we got some provinces that could get even better than 25 gold a turn. So long-term investment, right? No. The spell lasts longer for every gem spent on the ritual. It doesn't say that here. It says only that here, in the fine print. Why? Why? No, really, what the hell? You remember how I said in air gem is probably worth 50 gold. I don't know. Something like that. You'd be making an extra 25, little more than 25 gold a turn. It really depends on which province you cast it in. But we'll just call it 25 gold a turn, right? And yet you're losing an air gem every turn. Well, you had to pay it up front, actually. Oh my gosh, it's so bad. It will it's so bad. It would only make sense if you had a capital on the shore. Then it would be like, okay, yeah, it would be good there. That's the only circumstance where it would be worth using. Like, okay, I can't say that. There might be some weird circumstance, but that I can see. So, to my disappointment, I can cross out the need for 40 or 50 air gems on trade winds. So, more for the Watchers, I guess. And I guess I only need air 3 in that case, which is, you know, shit. I think what's going to happen is I will get that forging thing, and then I'll, probably end up, just, here we go. That'll bring you up to 3. I'll still need to empower somebody to air 3 so I can make the helmets. The air hats. Once I get one person making air hats, I can easily pass them to the others. One, 2, 3, 4. I would estimate 5, 6 turns from now, I could theoretically have that forged down. Oh, and I can't do any research any place I put those lines, the marble lines, if I do that, because Order 4 makes your research worse. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. Yeah, I'm gonna stick to the idea of putting terracotta troops. Everything I'm sending up here is basically stuff I can afford to lose. Like, I lost one unit that I didn't want to lose, the Water 2 guy. That was a shame. But everything else here, I mean, they're good. I don't want to lose the magic items, but none of these units would cripple me to lose. Like, the armies that we've got here are mostly just, you know, this and that. Yeah, should be fine. Okay, well, that is how everything shakes out. I'll make those few handfuls of acorns. We're gonna try to keep empowering more blood hunters, more Zots. I want to get one into every single fortress, ideally, as a blood hunter. And the blood income can do fascinating things. There are so many options. We don't even have to invest very much to research into things we can use. Did I already talk about this? I might have already talked about this. This could turn... This could fix provinces that are problems. Just boom, turn this wasteland into a forest or a farm or whatever. Crossbreeding is just a bunch of junk you can use to patrol, so Blood Nature is the one I'm particularly interested in. Other than that, you know, we got this and that. We got a lot of people who have fire. I could drop this on a fire mage and suddenly he could do this in battle. Armor negating. Oh wait, no, magic resistance negates. Maybe that isn't very good. Magic resistance. I knew that it had 100 precision, but if your magic resistance will do you, then maybe this isn't the best spell. I don't know. But there's a ton of summons I can do to get random stuff. I could remove afflictions. But yeah. Just depends on what I'm willing to put blood onto. To how effective this stuff will be. Area of effect 3. Ah. I only played around with blood one time, and it was very, very impressive how powerful it is. This guy in particular, this guy you don't want to mess with. So, yeah. We'll want a whole lot of this if we can get it cheaply. And it's basically just self-propelling. Like, I'm using guys who don't have anything better to do. It's either this or patrol. Well, maybe a little patrolling is in order. But yeah, basically I want to get to where I'm just using a whole bunch of these, and they keep finding enough that I can keep powering up more Zots, and powering up more Zots, until I have, until I'm getting a whole lot every turn. And then I can use that to summon a whole lot of things. But I especially like the idea of being able to... I have a lot of provinces that are kind of junk. Like, look at this terrain bonus of minus... Look at that. That negates my growth too. Whereas if it was a forest, all of a sudden... it would be a plus 0.2. Well, that'd be nice. That's a hell of a swing to go from a penalty to a bonus. So yeah, we definitely want cave forests everywhere we can get them. We definitely want to knock out the crystal caves. Some of them have actually good enough populations that it's like, some of them actually have really good populations, too. So the growth boost would help a lot. Maybe I'm entirely too much into long-term thinking. Maybe I should be just trying to do a quick smash and grab and win. But, no. I want long-term investments and long-term gains. See, there's no point in fixing this wasteland. The population's too small. I forget what the population here was, but it can't be that much better. It would be nice to turn a lot of these into farmlands. But, if I take the Throne of Spring, I won't be able to, because I'd jump straight up to make forest. With a blood fecundity. Anyway. I'm going to mark this as unfinished, because the last thing I need to figure out is exactly where I'm moving the army sitting on the Towers of Heaven.